Hi guys, what's up? I'm Debbie, and this is going to be a redo on the makeup video I did yesterday because I felt like it wasn't very well organized, or my thoughts just weren't really working, and it felt like it was really rushed and everything. But yeah, it's just going to be a redo. And I just want to let you know before I get started, this has nothing to do with the actual video, but I have a website, and it is just kind of a website I made for me and my best friend. Yeah, so I haven't really added much to it in the last few weeks, but I think I'm going to start picking it back up. The thing is theinsaneobsessions.yolasite.com, and yeah, sorry, my little brother is like randomly flipping out. I'll put a link in the sidebar, and it's just like a website that I made, and if you guys like it, just let me know. But yeah, I'm gonna get started on the makeup facts. Okay, so alright, sorry, I'm just kind of flipping out here. Okay, so most of these facts are my friend made. They're just makeup facts that you might want to know about, while you're just keep in mind about when you're putting on makeup. But yeah, here it goes. Okay, so one of them, she said, is always use moisturizer before putting on powder. Yeah. And another one she said is eyeshadow on lid. Oh, this is for putting on when you're just applying eye makeup. So she said, just to let you know, for beginners who don't really know much about, where you put what. So eyeshadow's on your lid, slightly darker color on the crease, and even darker color on the outer crease. She said never use liquid eyeliner on your lower lash line, and never tug on your eyes when applying mascara, eyeliner, or anything like that, because it tends to cause wrinkles around your eyes. She said when you're 15 years or younger, you should use lengthening mascara, and when you're older, you should use volumizing mascara. Okay, she also said that primers make a big difference, and she recommends MAC paint pots or Urban Decay primer potions. And she said when you're applying paint pots, you should use your finger, not a brush. And for MAC and most makeup companies that sell brushes, each brush has a number, which is just meant basically to identify it. But some of them just to keep but each of those numbers usually mean certain things. Like for instance, the 213 brush for MAC is an eyeshadow brush, which means obviously use it for applying eyeshadow. And yeah, and the number is just one way to identify the brush, along with identifying it by its usage. So most brushes are identified by like how you use it. So like for instance, this is an eyeshadow brush because you use it for eyeshadow, but they're also identified by the number. So like this might be like the 213 brush, but it means the same thing. She also said apply mascara on your upper lash line, not your lower lash line, because it's easier. But I also think that because when you're starting out to wear mascara, you should only worry about your upper lash line because it still gives it that dramatic effect that you want. But once you get better at mascara, you should start also putting it on your lower lash line because it gives it a more of a dramatic effect. But it's a little bit harder, so don't worry about it when you're starting out with mascara. She also said you shouldn't wear pink or blues to school because I'll talk about it later in the video. But she also said that greens and browns look good on brown eyes or brunettes. Light and browns and nude colors look good on blondes. Greens look good on red-haired girls. And yeah, and a lot of people say that blue-eyed people, no, blues look good on brown-eyed people, but Yasmin and I don't agree with this. Okay, so some things I thought of where that you should always wear chapstick under a lip product, so in that way your lips don't get chapped. Lip gloss does not prevent chapped lips. It's just for the FYI. And when you're wearing, you should wear lip gloss over your lipstick to give it a nice and glossy finish to it, except when you're trying to have a mature look, which is when you shouldn't wear it because lip gloss tends to make you look younger. So if you want a mature look, don't wear lip gloss. Just wear your lipstick and your chapstick under that. Another one is, even though brushes are meant for certain things, you can use them any way you want. For example, you can use an eyeshadow brush for blending concealer under your eyes or something, even though it's obviously not meant for that. But sometimes a brush that is meant for a certain purpose might be really good for something else. So just keep that in mind. When you're going to school, you should probably use a neutral look. They're a lot better for wearing to school because it doesn't smear anything, and if you're wearing a neutral look, it doesn't have as much of a big of a deal as if like it smears, because it's a lot more noticeable if you're wearing like a bright yellow or something than if you're wearing like a color that matches your skin tone. Sorry about that. Also, this is based on the previous tip. You shouldn't wear bright colors to school. Neutrals and nude colors are better. And Yasmin said that you shouldn't wear pink or blues to school, though